Hey guys, just want to make a quick video. I'm just really excited right now. I just found out that Halloween 2, my favorite Halloween movie of the series, the original Halloween 2, is coming to Blu-ray on my birthday. Oh shit. So basically, for a birthday gift, I can get Halloween 2 on my birthday. It just comes out immediately on my birthday. That is kick-ass. And that's all I gotta say. That's just what I thought is so cool. Well, one, Halloween 2 is coming to Blu-ray. I mean, a lot of the Halloween movies are coming to Blu-ray. So make sure, if you know, of course, if Halloween 3D, if you want them to get a bigger budget and hopefully make the CG better, try your best. Make sure you go out and buy the original Halloween on Blu-ray. Halloween 2 coming out in September. They have Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers on Blu-ray and H2O, and then they have Resurrection, but as a, together. So make sure you get those, and then get Rob Zombie's, of course, Halloween 1 and 2 if you're a fan of Rob Zombie's taste. I certainly was a huge fan of this first movie. The second one, on and off. But now we're having Halloween 3D, and I'm just so excited. So I guess they're kind of getting us pumped for the next movie. So hopefully we'll be getting Halloween 4 and 5 on Blu-ray, maybe together or separate. I like that. And Season of the Witch on Blu-ray, I don't know. I don't think I would spend my money on it. I mean, it's definitely not my favorite of the series, but whatever to make Halloween 3, the remake, money, I guess. Do your best. So I just want to let you guys know that my favorite Halloween movie is coming out on my birthday. That's just really cool. I'm going to give you guys the link. Horror-Bit is so cool. You just got to make sure that you bookmark their website, because then you find out every single information on the horror films. And they have Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D news, Halloween 3D news. Leatherface, or whatever you call it, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D is coming out exactly 2 weeks before Halloween 3D during next October. So next year is going to be one of the most epic years of my life. Not year-wise, I guess, because sophomore year. But movie-wise, yes. We have The Avengers, The Dark Knight Rises, Twilight Saga Breaking Down Part 2, we got Rob Zombie's Lord of Salem, Halloween 3D, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D, I can name a lot of them. There's probably a lot more coming out, but those are the ones I'm looking forward to. There's probably even more epic movies. Scary Movie 5, there we go. That's my favorite spoof series, comedy. I mean, come on. All the other ones really suck. But when it comes to scary movies ones, they're absolutely worth the money. Absolutely love them. And I just think they just get funnier and funnier as they go on. Of course, the first Scary Movie is my favorite because of the... But, yeah, so definitely next year is going to be very epic. I don't know if there's any else epic that's coming out next year. Oh, there goes my animated film. I think that's it. Yeah, I don't have a lot of movies to look forward to next year that I'm making. Probably more gesture films, of course, but not really much. But of course, I gotta focus on school and the movies going on next year. So that's basically about it. I don't really make this long. I'm just saying Halloween 2 coming to Blu-ray on my birthday. So September 13th. Wow. That is awesome. That is kick-ass. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to have a good Blu-ray DVD this year. Halloween 2, I mean, we're getting the Halloween movies on Blu-ray now, and then we're going to be getting the Scream trilogy. I don't know if you guys heard about that. They're coming out with a new trilogy cassette. I think it's going to have a fourth one combined, or I think it's just, I think it's separate on itself. I think that, and it's going to have, like, loads of special features that no one's ever seen before. I think that would be really cool, because with the new Blu-rays of Scream, it's just like the DVDs, except the quality. I didn't have the option to keep it standard, or HD. You know what I mean? They needed to have options. Hopefully the Blu-ray trilogy will have bigger options. I don't know if I'm going to buy it. I mean, I already have all 3 of them on Blu-ray, and I have them on iTunes in HD, so I don't even get why that'd be worth getting it on Blu-ray again. But I really would love if they had a Halloween trilogy come together. I mean, a Halloween box set of Blu-rays. That would be cool. You get the original Halloween 2, Season of the Witch, Return of Michael Myers, Revenge of Michael Myers, Curse of Michael Myers, H2O, Resurrection, Rob Zombie's Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. All those combined together would be really, really cool. And maybe put it together when... Actually, you should probably create the box set after Halloween 3D. Probably about in 2013, because then that reaches the 35-year anniversary of Halloween series. Wow, God. I was born in 1995, so I feel old now. I mean, I've only been alive since The Curse of Michael Myers. That's really weird that a Halloween movie came out during my birthday. Right when I was born. I was born September 1995, and immediately a month after that they released The Curse of Michael Myers. And then, of course, you had, after that, H2O, which I remember watching when I was little. First Halloween I ever saw was Halloween 2. It was on Sci-Fi, and I completely loved it. I was not scared of those movies at all. I completely loved it, and I loved the original too. I remember watching when Michael Myers was driving in the cars. Those sequences when he was driving, those parts really scared me. For some weird reason, but it was really cool to watch. I just love the first 2. They're my favorite of the series. I don't think any of them can beat the originals. First 2, I guess. 4 and 5 are great. They're always great to watch. People always complain about the 5th one. What's wrong about Halloween 5? What's wrong about Halloween 5? Seriously, like, there's nothing wrong about Halloween 5. I like the dark storyline to it because it sets you up for the Curse of Michael Myers. Because it was like a 3 trilogy kind of thing, you know. Halloween 4 was like the original fresh start of the trilogy, and then it went to a dark path, which I really liked with Halloween 5, and then the Curse of Michael Myers was really, really good. And I really liked that interesting storyline, and I really wish they continued that. But then they went with H2O, which, of course, I love H2O. It's awesome. You know, great ending. It was great when Laurie was fighting back at Michael. I mean, that was really, really cool. And hopefully they'll do that with Scout. I would love in the Halloween 3 where she snaps out of it. You know, where she gets out of that messed up part of her mind, and she goes back to, like, intelligent and nice and sweet and cool. And I'd really like to see that, her, like, in the mental hospital, ready to fight him, and, you know, not like Resurrection, I guess, but her smarter. So, and Laurie better not die. So, I mean, that was a bomb. Then Resurrection, they just kill her off right in the beginning of the movie. Like, are you kidding me? Like, seriously, they should have just killed her in they should have just ended it in H2O, you know, or at least killed her at the end of Resurrection, made it more special, or something. I don't know. That was bad. Luckily the director made it a little bit more special, because he did the original Halloween 2, I'll See You in Hell. I mean, he did it much more, I guess, the best he could, you know, dramaticness, but it was all up to the writers. They did a shitty job. But then we got Rob Zombie's Halloween, and I remember when that came out. I don't even get why I'm talking more about the series. I have to get into it. When I heard about it was going to be made back in 2006, it was about June of God, 5 years ago. Boy. I heard Rob Zombie was doing it, and I really wanted a Halloween 9. I wanted them to pick up after Resurrection or The Curse of Michael Myers or something, and they never did, and that really made me angry. But then I heard Rob Zombie was doing it, and I was like, oh no, I don't even know who this guy was. He was like, well, this guy looks like a hobo with his hair long, and, you know, I was kind of like, what's going on? But then it really started to get to me when they were doing the set of Halloween, when they were showing behind the scenes. I was like, okay, this is starting to get a little interesting. And then when they released the teaser trailer, I was jumping up and screaming and was just like, Mom, 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 Halloween, 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 new Halloween film, and it looked pretty awesome. And then I saw it in the theater, and I was only like 11, um, and it came around during my birthday. Isn't that cool? Halloween movies always come around my birthday. And I loved it. I mean, it is awesome. It is truly a masterpiece. Rob Zombie did a great job. A mix of what I like about his movies, of course, the Devil's Rejects, which is by far my favorite out of his movies, and bringing that with also John Carpenter's style was really good. I really like that. But Rob kind of messed it up when he went his own direction. That was just, you know, I mean, it was good and bad in some ways. I mean, it's not a terrible film. It's definitely not a failure in the series. Like I said, it's just, it's 50-50. There's good parts about the movie and there's bad parts about the movie. You know, it's definitely an underrated film, I guess. It's a good movie, I guess, and people treat it very terribly, and you know, it shouldn't be treated that bad. I mean, it's not an all bad film, even though it's necessarily my favorite, but it's yeah, it's definitely one of the most underrated films of all time, if you really recognize it. And Scream 4 has been kind of underrated, if you recognize it. It should be getting a lot more attention than it's already is. It's made barely any money. After the first three, made tons of money, and you know, it was pretty weak at the box office. You know, that kind of stuff. So, you know, that kind of sucks. But whatever. Hopefully Halloween 3 will make a lot more money. One, it's in 3D. That's probably going to make more. And two, it's coming around Halloween time. And that's going to make, of course, more money. But it really depends on how the story is going to be, you know, and all that stuff. Of course, the Saw movies have always been saved because they've been released in October, and that's smart. You're not going to release a Saw movie in the summer. It's not going to make a lot of money. Saw 3D made more than Saw 6 because it was in 3D, and it's really sad to think that, you know, 3D makes it more money, but it's true. I mean, it really shows that people are starting to like 3D, and I like 3D. I love going to the theater and having a better experience on the screen, and sometimes I just like to see movies, you know, average on the screen. You know, Scream 4 would have been really cool to see it in 3D. If they made it 3D, that would have been cool. I'm pretty sure they'd make about 48 million, 10 million more, or maybe reach that 50 million mark if they made it 3D. But that's alright, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna brag about it because Scream 4 is still a good film, and not every single horror movie has to be 3D, even though it is kind of cool. It's gonna be exciting to see Leatherface in 3D, and I always wanted to see Ghostface in 3D. You know, it's always interesting to see these icons in 3D, and who cares? I mean, it's up to you if you want to see those characters in 3D or not. You know, you shouldn't get mad if it's 3D or not. You know what I mean? Because you can, when it comes out on DVD or in the theater, you have the option to see it in 3D or 2D. So there's nothing to complain about it. You know. The only worst part is it does take away the quality of the film, so that you know, and then of course the directors want to add graininess to the film and stuff like that, and that doesn't really help. And that didn't really work too well with Saw 3D, because the director went for a very graininess feel to it, and that really just probably took away from the film. In the 3D. The 3D was still great, but, you know, of course, he went through a very grittiness style, and I'm pretty sure if I watched it on the standard DVD, it's pretty bad. And that goes for Scream 4. I mean, Wes Craven really went for, what do you call it? My Soul to Take, colors, you know, graininess, and I didn't like that too well. I mean, it should have been the way Scream 4 should look like. I mean, shit, their budget was almost $50 million. And that's the budget they used for Star Wars The Phantom Menace, which made about $1 billion worldwide. Well, actually, 900 million worldwide, excuse me. So, shit, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, wow. I mean, they should have went 3D. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm going way too ahead. I just want to tell you, Halloween 2 is coming out on my birthday. It's so cool, and I gotta go, and, because, of course, YouTube's limited. So I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll keep you updated about the movies. Bye.